Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Ballard Network for tonight's Ballard men's basketball game versus North Polk. I'm your play-by-play commentator alongside my co-host, Chase Winterbore. How we doing?
Great, boss. Had a good women's game there to start the night, and now should have another phenomenal men's game here, so it should be a great night of hoops with you, buddy.
Yeah, it's been great so far. The women's did fall to North Polk earlier tonight. Well, the Bomber men are going to look to capture a W, hopefully, before the end of the night. So looking at the two teams statistically, I mean, like, they pretty even matchup similar to the men's game. I guess the only other stat that, like, jumps out to me is North Polk shooting around 24-25% from the three-point line. So maybe that is a emphasis or a focus for the Bomber defense to be okay with it, allowing a couple players shooting threes if they're going to be shooting 24-25% from the line.
Yeah, that's a good catch, Brock. I actually highlighted that as well. So, you know, not sure if it's just been a tough start for North Polk from behind the arc or what's been going on there. But, yeah, that's definitely something to look at. That's probably the key thing that I'm looking at here early with that team. But other than that, you know, they got a lot of guys who can score the rock. I mean, I'm looking at Jackson Nemers here, who had 25 points last game out for the North Polk Comets. So I would definitely keep an eye on him if you're the Bombers all night long. But, yeah, like you said, Brock, three-point shooting is definitely the main thing that I would look at.
North Polk's walking into this game 6-0, 5-0 in conference play. Jackson Nemers, you mentioned you mentioned earlier, 14 points a game. He hit a three-point shot against Winterset the last time out for North Polk with around 5 seconds left to get them the 69-67 victory against the Winterset Huskies, which is another Raccoon River Conference team. So we'll definitely be focusing on him, especially that he had 25 points last time out for the Comets. On the Bomber side, I mean, I'm just going to keep looking at Mason Gorsh and Jude Gibson. Those are pretty much the two focal points of the Bomber offense and defense. Gorsh is just scorching it from three-point range, 51% on the year, shooting around 51%, 18 points a game. And, I mean, Jude is just a stat sheet stuffer, 16 points a game, almost 5 points, 5 assists, and 2.5 steals a game.
Yeah, I mean, very proud of my boy Mason Gorsh, repping 14 well, Brock, shooting 51% from three. Are you kidding me? I mean, that is phenomenal so far for Mason to start off the season. And like you said, you know, Jude's been playing so well as a freshman. Been very impressed with him so far this season. And, you know, I also would highlight, you know, Miles Mudd as well. I think he's been playing really good as a sophomore for this Bomber team. You know, looking at last game, looks like it's 7.7 rebounds. You know, just consistent stuff I feel like Bombers have gotten from Miles so far this year. And, you know, they've been playing well so far this season, Brock. So I've been really impressed with the way the Bombers have started this season.
Yeah, and I mean, walking into this year, a lot of questions were being asked about this team. Just because, you know, in the last 2 years, people like Connor Drew, Ashton Herman, Mason Murphy, Cale Crow, those people are gone from that state championship runner-up team. So now it's time for some new bloods to make some names for themselves. And I mean, Mason Gorsh, Jude Gibson, Miles Mudd, Nolan Cogdill, and Austin Show, the starters. They've been a great group to start the game for the Bombers so far this season.
Yeah, no kidding, Brock. Yeah, there was a lot of questions, you know, coming this season, who could really get points for the Bombers, who could really score the rock. But, you know, I've been impressed with this team. I mean, they've been doing a great job, you know. I mean, putting up 61 points per game. I feel like that's pretty solid for this team. And, you know, I've just been really impressed, you know, like I mentioned earlier with, you know, the freshman Jude Gibson. He's really just felt like a senior, honestly, so far this season. And, yeah, I've been very impressed.
We'll get ready for the tip here. Bombers win the tip, and we'll start out with the ball. Gibson with the ball, hands it off to Gorsh. Screen from Cogdale. Starters tonight for the Bombers, Jude Gibson, Mason Gorsh, who takes to the hoop. Offensive foul, and it will be North Polk ball. So that foul will be on Mason Gorsh, who I was mentioning is starting tonight, as well as Jude Gibson, Miles Mudd, Nolan Cogdale, and Austin Schoen. Same group for the Bombers has been all year. So after that charge, it will be North Polk ball. Something to watch out for is Gorsh has gotten into foul trouble multiple times this season. That's already his first on the offensive foul. So we'll see where that leads tonight for him. Comets, though, on the other end, looking to get some points here as Parkins opens the game with a three-point shot from the left corner.
Yeah, and like we mentioned pregame, Brock, North Polk really hasn't shot the three well this year, but coming out and 1 for 1.
As Gorsh's three is no good. Rebound by Krings. Rutledge gives it over to Postville. Kick out. Parkins takes it to the hoop and another layup. I guess the first layup, but another bucket for Austin Parkins.
Yeah, Austin had a great game. Last time he played, had 13 points and 9 rebounds. Almost had a double-doubles, but yeah, I've been very impressed with the way, he started off his game.
Mudd over to Gorsh. Gorsh takes it to the hoop. Inside hand finish is good. Great rip and go from Gorsh to get to the bucket.
Yes, love that move, Brock. A little shimmy, jab, and go. Inside hand finish. Can't get better than that. So big-time bucket there by Gorsh to get the Bombers on the board.
Ball is tipped out of bounds. Will remain North Polk ball. And we know a lot of coaches love that inside hand finish off the left side.
Oh, yeah.
So a great finish from Gorsh to get his first bucket after picking up a quick foul early on in this game. Nembers with the ball. He will give it up to Rutledge. Rutledge guarded by Gibson. Now Mudd defending Nembers. And another three from Parkins. That time is no good off the front of the rim. So a rebound by Gibson. Bombers now with the ball. Gibson gives it over to Schoen. Down low to Cogdale. Cogdale loves the post up. Turns, fades away on that shot. Jumper is good. Nolan Cogdale with the bucket.
Yeah, very tough bucket there by Cogdale. I like him getting in position there early down low. And Brock, I know you gotta like that little shimmy fade away right there. So good to see Nolan getting going here early.
I mean, early on in the year, it seemed like he wanted to hang out behind the perimeter, shoot a lot of threes, but recently he's been willing to get inside the paint and get some twos, which is great for a person his size. Comets with the ball, 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Rutledge takes it in on Gibson, dribbles it off his foot. They will say it was last touched by the Bombers, so it will be Comets ball. So 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Comets do lead by 1 here.
Yeah, it looks like the Bombers may go zone here off the inbounds.
They get it into Rutledge. He's looking, gives it up. 1 second. Shot is off. Barely beats the shot clock. That was Brad Olinger with the bucket. Inside Gorsh, shots no good. Rebound by Nemmers. Comets with a 3-point lead. Nemmers takes to the hoop. Floater's no good. Rebound by Mudd. Bombers try to go quickly, and it's intercepted by Rutledge. A couple sloppy plays here from the Bombers. Nemmers over to Rutledge, guarded by Gibson. Left corner is Parkins. Shot fake, kick out. Rutledge three. It rattles in. And for a team that is shooting around 25% from the three-point line, they've got a couple threes tonight.
Yeah, I mean, North Polk, hot start from 3 here early, and see if the Bombers make an adjustment, but been very impressed.
What a finish by Jude Gibson. Didn't mean to cut you off there by that reaction, but.
Vintage Jude Gibson right there.
And he's only a freshman.
Yeah.
We're already saying it's vintage.
Yes.
And that 2-point shot is good from Onlinger. The Bombers and Comets trading buckets here. Schoen with the ball. He will step back and fire a 15-footer. It rattles in and out. Rebound by Parkins. Rutledge with the ball. Picks it up, finds Parkins, who's guarded by Gorsh. Jude Gibson comes in and pokes it away. One-on-one fast break. Blocking foul, count it, and 1. The freshman flexes a little bit after making that layup, and he will go to the line. Looking to convert an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, great heads-up play there by Jude. On the defensive end, I mean, when someone has your back, turn you with the ball, it's just a great time to, just go pick that thing out and just go in transition the other end. And great heads-up play there by Jude, just with the little things back, the little things I love. So, and also, it was an all right finish. So
I couldn't do it. So Gibson goes to the line for one, looking to cap off a 3-point play. And man, lucky roll and bounce off the front of the rim. Owen Greco and Eli Rouse check in for the Bombers. Mason Gorsh, Jude Gibson, and Miles Mudd, the other three Bombers out on the court. And a 3-point shot from the Comets is no good. Rebound by Gibson. Gibson pulls it back, finds Gorsh. Bombers now will set up their offense. Greco over to the right side, it's Mudd. Greco takes to the hoop, puts up a difficult layup, but finds a way to get it to go in with the left hand.
Yeah, very tough finish there by Greco, and he had 10 points coming off the bench for the Bombers last game, so good to see him getting some production.
Comets looking to respond again with a 3-point shot from the left corner, no good. Rebound by Rouse.
Big Rouse energy.
Big Rouse energy. Gibson gets a screen from Rouse. Takes to the hoop, kicks it out. Gorsh pulls up, 3-point shot. It is good, man. That's just cold-blooded of a shot from Mason Gorsh.
Yeah, like we mentioned, Brock shooting 51% from three. I mean, he can do that to you.
I wish I could shoot 10% from three.
Hey, alumni game.
3-point shot on the other end from the Comets is no good. Rebound by Gorsh. Bombers picking up the momentum, 2-point lead. Gibson tried to feed it down low to Rouse. Just overlooked a little bit, out of bounds, and it will be North Polk ball.
Yeah, I like the idea there from Jude, just a little bit too late there. I think it was it Gorsh who was bringing it up, Brock? I can't remember. I think Gorsh was bringing it up. I think he may have had Rouse there a little bit earlier, but still not a bad idea.
2 minutes left in the first quarter. Bombers lead by 2 here. Looking to give North Polk the first loss of the season for them. Bombers looking to continue their win streak after losing an early matchup against Bondurant Farrar. Comets down low, kick out, Parkins, 3, no good. Rebound by Rouse. Gibson gets a screen from Rouse, hesitates, takes it in, amongst the trees, shot is no good. Rebound by Nemmers. Nemmers takes it himself. He goes coast to coast for the 2-pointer and ties it up.
Yeah, if you're the Bombers there, just got to stop ball in transition. Just can't really let Nemmers get to the middle of the paint there, it felt like, and just get an easy floater. So just got to pick the ball up a little bit sooner.
Gorsh, guarded by Nemmers. Takes it in. Now tries to give it down low to Mudd, and it's stolen away. 53 seconds left. Rutledge over to Nemmers. They give it to the high post. That's Parkins. Pull up, no good. Rebound by Greco. 35 seconds left. 30 on the shot clock. Greco takes it to the hoop. Scoop finishes no good. Almost finds a way to get it to roll in. But the Comets come up with the rebound.
Yeah, I thought we were about to see a second tough finish there by Greco, but I was really impressed with his contest here on the defensive end there, the possession before.
Nemmers shot no good, but he fouls the rebounder, so the Bombers will get the ball here with 14 seconds left.
I'm not really sure why North Polk shot so early there, Brock. I don't think there was any time on the shot clock, was there?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't believe so. So I would have liked them to see that, pull it out there and take one with a couple seconds left. But Bombers fortunate there, get a break, and now got 14.5 seconds left here to take the lead here before the first quarter ends.
See what they draw up here. Wouldn't be a bad time to try to drive in and drive and kick, find Gorsh for a 3.
Yes.
Gibson crosses over, takes it, pulls up for 2. No good, and that will do it for the first quarter. I think that ball was blocked. So the Bombers and Comets tied here at 14, heading into the second quarter of play. Great game so far. Great start from Parkins early on for the Comets. Hit a 3 and then a 2, but went a little cold to end the first quarter. And I mean, the Comets in general kind of went cold here. Had a quick start from 3, a couple threes, and since then have not been able to hit a lot.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, they got off to a hot start there behind the arc, Brock, and it started to cool off a little bit there. And I also think give some credit to the Bomber defense. I was more impressed with the way they were closing out in the perimeter there after that start. And I'm sure coming into the game, Coach Church probably was telling them give them a little bit cushion on the 3-point arc. But, they made the adjustments, and I felt like both teams have done a pretty solid job on the defensive end here to start off the game. And, I've been also really impressed with, it doesn't seem like there's been a lot of second chance opportunity. I feel like both teams have done a good job on the defensive glass, really keeping both teams off the offensive rebounds. And it's been a solid start here for both teams. It's kind of like the women's game,
Yep. And if it's just like the women's game, it's going to be a long night for both teams.
Yes.
It's a game of runs.
Yep.
Comets get the ball here, start the second quarter of play. Parkins guarded by Schoen. He puts up a wild shot, doesn't get anywhere close to the bucket, but a foul called. I think it was on Schoen.
I believe it was
Gorsh.
Yeah.
Oh, that's huge. That's his second.
Yep.
So he will probably check out. That's a huge 3-point threat. 5 points headed to the bench.
Yeah,
Gorsh
tough break there. I mean, it looked like he was just off balance driving. Really was not going anywhere. So Gorsh really didn't need to reach in there. But tough break for the Bombers is now he's on the bench here with 7:43 in the second quarter.
And there's a good chance we don't see him the rest of the
half,
depending on the situation.
Yep.
So Comets with the ball here. Olinger gives it over to Rutledge. Back to Olinger, who has 4 points for the Comets so far tonight. 18 seconds left on the shot clock. Olinger, pass from Rutledge over the corner. Fadeaway shot, rattles in for the Comets. That was Postel for the Comets right there, number 13. Bombers now with the ball, looking to either tie or take the lead here on this possession. Gibson kicks out. Cogdale will take it in. Posting up, kick out. Grieco, 3. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Postel. Comets looking to extend their lead as that 3-pointer from Rutledge is no good. Rebound though from Krings, and a great find to Parkins for the easy deuce.
Yeah, and right as I said, I feel like both teams did a good job keeping them off the offensive glass. Offensive rebound there for North Polk, and they capitalized, so great job by the Comets getting the second chance opportunity.
Schoen fires a 3. It is good. Austin Schoen, who doesn't necessarily shoot much from 3, hits that one for the Bombers.
Yeah, big time shot there by Austin. I just feel like a perfect way to describe him is just a junkyard dog, and I feel like he plays just, like he just gets a lot of that dirty work, if that makes sense, for the Bombers. And I believe we have a foul here on, I'm not sure who it was.
I think it may be on the Bombers.
Nope,
it's on the Comets.
Oh, never mind then.
That'll be on Brad Olinger. Off that rebound, Jackson Brown and Olinger got wrapped up there. Bombers benefit on that one.
Yes, yep.
Gorsh already back in.
Exactly, yeah. So, be big time here for Gorsh. Just play smart and not pick up that third.
Oh, that would be terrible to
happen. Yeah, I mean, if you're North Polk, I would just try to take it at him as much as possible.
Gibson, Euro finish, kick out. 3-point shot from Jackson Brown is good. Great find from Jude Gibson to find Brown in the corner for the open 3.
Yeah, great job there. Jackson Brown being ready to shoot in the corner, and Jude Gibson can get the ball to you.
On the other end, the Comets get a layup from Reggie Postel.
Yeah, he's starting to come alive here for this North Polk team. I don't think he had any points in the first quarter, so if he could get going, that'd be huge for this North Polk team.
Had 12 points for them last time out against Winterset. All tied up here at 20 here in the second quarter. Cogdale hands it off to Gorsh. Gorsh fires a 15-footer, gets to the go. Mason Gorsh with 7 points already.
Yeah, great refusal there of the screen by Gorsh. Nothing's really there. Take it back baseline, and great mid-range shot.
And on the other end again, Comets respond. This time Austin Parkins with the layup.
Yeah, Bombers got to start, either bringing someone in, help defender to cut him off, or, just make sure he doesn't get around you. Because, I feel like those back-to-back possessions there, they just had an easy drive to the basket.
Schoen takes to the hoop. Tough shot, no good. Rebound by the Comets and a foul called. Will be on Schoen. His first, team's third. Brown will head to the bench. Mudd checks back in for the Bombers. .430 left here in the first half. All tied up here at 22. Comets trying to figure out what to do here on the offensive end. And a long three is no good. Rebound by Rutledge. Kick out Nemmers for three. No good. Battle for the rebound. Cogdale comes up with it for the Bombers. Bombers running in transition. Schoen. Dribbling. Gives it up. Gorsh looking. Gets a screen. Fires a three. No good. Rebound to Nemmers.
Kind of seems like this game slowed down a little bit, Brock. It was up and down in that first quarter, and I feel like things are just kind of slowed down here.
Great cross-court pass from Rutledge to Olinger. Just couldn't get that three to go. Bombers now. Gibson takes it in. Nice pump fake and a nice finish from Jude Gibson.
Yeah, great job by Gibson there, playing off too and using this pivot foot to his advantage. No, it was almost kind of like a little Bradley Beal move our boy Kelvin Adams taught us, but great job by playing off too there by Gibson.
Gibson again with the ball. Kicks it out. Mudd thought about the three, traveled, and it will be North Polk ball.
Yeah, tough situation there for Mudd. I think he thought Gibson may have went up with that, so I think he started to crash the glass, but just kind of got caught there in a tough situation.
Bombers lead 24-22. 3-minute mark here in the first half. Nemmers fires a three, hits it this time from the left corner.
Yeah, just a defensive breakdown there from the Bombers. He's probably the one guy you cannot leave open from three, and credit to Nemmers making him pay.
Gibson gives it down low to Cogdale. Had a turnaround fader early on in this game, and this time he goes straight up and able to get it over the rim and in.
Yeah, and like I just mentioned before with Jude, great job by Cogdale playing off too. They've been really impressed with him so far to start off the game. I know he had that little dream shake fadeaway, and now, I don't know, he just looks great playing off too. Great job by him using his pivot foots there, and he just looks comfortable down low.
And early on, like we mentioned in the year, he didn't look too comfortable down low, but he's starting to come in his own.
Yeah.
3-second violation. So it will be Bombers ball. Getting close to the 2-minute mark here. Gorsh finds Gibson down low to Cogdale. Cogdale, who scored in the last possession. Loose ball, turnover. Comets now with the ball. Nemmers gives it back. That is Postville for three, no good. Rebound by Schoen. That was a tough rebound by Schoen right there. Gorsh. Gives it to Schoen. Schoen drives, kicks. Bombers will reset here with 20 on the shot clock. Mudd, left side. Finds Cogdale at the top of the perimeter. He's posting up again. Puts up a tough shot. Shot will not count. Foul was on the ground. Foul was on Graydon Sullivan. Jackson Brown checks in for Austin Schoen.
Yeah, I was just going to mention real quick, too, Brad. It doesn't really seem like there's some foul trouble for either teams other than, Gorsh. But, I mean, Bombers only have 3 here, and North Polk only has 4. With still, 1:17 left in the second quarter. So, great job by both teams staying out of foul trouble.
Parkins gets the steal, takes to the hoop. Euro finish is good for the Comets, gives them the lead. And I mean, you mentioned there with the foul situation, it's still been physical, even though the foul situation is very low.
Yes, for sure.
Gibson fires a 3. No good. It will be North Polk ball as that goes out of bounds. We are at 58 seconds left here in the first half. Bombers trail 26-27. Comets looking to extend their lead here on this possession. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Nemers gives it back to Rutledge over the corner. They try to get it down low to Sullivan, but it was stripped or poked away by the Bombers and a turnover. Gibson down low to Mudd. 29 seconds left. That shot's no good. Rebound by Sullivan.
Yeah, I know the Bombers had a great look there at the rim and just couldn't get it to go, but like I mentioned earlier with North Polk in that first quarter, I would have maybe liked them to see, just kind of slow things up there, slow it up, and just try to get one shot there as, North Polk now has their chance to make this a 2-possession game here before
They get it down low to Parkins. His shot's no good, but he was fouled, so he will go to the line. I think that was on Cogdale. Nope, it was Jackson Brown. I'm not good at predicting who was down there. Everything happened so quickly.
Yeah. Sorry, nothing wrong with that.
That's Brown's first. So, I mean, 5 seconds left. The Bombers are going to be able to escape worrying about Gorsh picking up his third before in the first half, as that free throw from Parkins is no good. Shooting around 61% for the line headed into this game. Their leading scorer with 11 first half points. Now 12. 5 seconds left. We'll see if the Bombers do anything here. 4 seconds. Gibson fires a long 3. No good. Great effort from Mudd right there, though, to get the offensive rebound and just toss it up behind his head for the reverse layup as the buzzer sounds. Ties it up at 28 as we hit halftime here in Huxley, Iowa.
Kind of reminded me of that NC State Jimmy V play. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
What do you think is more difficult, trying to catch a air ball 3-pointer for a dunk or a reverse layup like Mudd?
I'd probably say Mudd's. That was tough. I don't know how he got that to go, but.
And like the awareness to just put it up, not even hesitate.
Yeah.
Because most players would come down with that, just put it back up.
Yeah.
And by then the clock would have went off by then. So great effort from Mudd there. We'll take a short break here at halftime, and we'll come back and recap this game so far. I mean, another barn burner, 28-28.
Thought it'd be closer.
All right, we are getting ready here for the third quarter of this battle between the Bombers and Comets. In the hangar here in Huxley, Iowa, 28 is the score that's tied. Raccoon River Conference battle. I mean, it's been an entertaining game for sure.
Yeah, for sure, Brock. And, you know, both teams have really came out. I've been impressed with the way both teams have played. And, you know, it reminds me a lot of the women's game. You know, it was pretty close throughout the entire game. And, you know, really, I wouldn't say there's a whole lot of things that either teams should really change. I thought, you know, both teams played their strengths there. I mean, just continue to keep both teams off the offensive glass, I think, is probably the main thing I would highlight. And other than that, been, you know, very solid game by both teams.
Bombers will get the ball here to start the third quarter. Starters out for the Bombers. Same starting five as usual. Gorsh thought about the step back. Now they'll work it around the perimeter. 20 seconds left in the shot clock. Cogdale hands it off to Mudd. Mudd picks up his dribble, gives it to Schoen. 14 seconds left. Schoen down low to Cogdale. Cogdale's shot's no good. Foul called. He will go to the line. Cogdale's had a great game so far, really kind of demanding the ball down low and finding ways to get buckets, whether it's the turnaround fader or just the jump hooks that he's been able to get.
Yeah, and like you mentioned, Brock, you know, it really doesn't feel like he's been relying on that three-point shot as much anymore. I was looking at last game's stats, and I mean, he only shot 1 3, and this game I don't think he shot any at all. So, you know, credit to him for starting to be more comfortable down low with the ball, and now rewarding himself at the free throw line.
And I mean, him shooting a three is not terrible. 30% is not ideal, but like for a post player, it's not bad.
That's not bad. No, yeah. I mean, like, hey, you would take that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, great effort by him trying to get to the hoop, as that shot is no good. Rebound. And that putback attempt was swatted by Cogdale. Great pass from Gibson down low to Gorsh for the easy deuce.
Wow, how about that play? Great swat there by Cogdale, and heck of a pass by Gibson. I don't know how he fit that in there, but a little showtime right there for you, Brock.
Threading the needle.
Yes.
And there's a layup there from the Comets. Postel, the one with the deuce. Bombers now with a 2-point lead. Gibson hesitates. They'll work it around the perimeter. Schoen tries to give it to Mudd, goes underneath the legs, and a backcourt violation.
Yeah, it looks like just played a little bit too fast there from the Bombers, but not a bad idea there. Good heads-up play by Jude trying to reverse that ball, seeing a North Park player on the ground, but just couldn't capitalize.
Comets now have the ball. Looking to either tie or take a 1-point lead with a 3 on this possession. Rutledge takes it in, kicks it out to Parkins. Parkins, who's had a great game so far tonight, feeds it down low. That shot is good. Count it, and one. And the Comets will go to the line.
Yeah, great job there by Krings, just being, you know, how do I say this, Brock? You know, being patient down low is what I should probably say. You know, I really didn't force anything in there early there, just kind of let the defenders fly by, and now has a chance for that old-fashioned three-point play that you love.
Cole Krings, the one with that three-point play. Now they have a 1-point lead. So back and forth here. Sorry, sore throat. Back and forth here. Gibson puts it up and in to retake the lead here. 6-minute mark, third quarter, 34-33. You know, calling 2 games, sometimes you get a dry mouth, dry throat, you know.
Oh, yeah, for sure, for sure.
Just making up excuses for my little high-pitched squeal right there. Great take right there from Olinger. Nope, Postel, sorry. Correction, number 13, the junior for North Polk. He's had a good game, 8 points so far tonight. Now they retake a 1-point lead. Mudd down low, or tried to feed it down low to Cogdale. The ball was tipped, stolen away. Nemers stops, pops, hits the deuce.
Yeah, you know, I feel like that's the second time tonight, Brock. We just have seen the Bombers really not pick the ball up at all in transition there. I mean, Nemers pretty much got their free throw line and no one's in front of him, so that's Gorsh responds with a 3
just
there.
hits another 3.
Yes, but Bombers just got to find a way here to pick up the ball in transition.
Gorsh trying to pump up the Bombers here as they tie it up with that three-point shot. This has just been an amazing game. If you're a basketball fan to watch, as a foul was called on that drive, Rutledge was the one driving in. I think the foul will be on Gibson. That's his first, team second. Owen Greco and Eli Rouse check in for Gibson and Cogdell. And number 22, Graydon Sullivan and Olinger, number 3, checks in for North Polk. Rutledge with the ball. Finds Parkins. He is wide open for 3. Can't hit it as it hits the front of the rim. Rebound by Mudd. Mudd brings it up. He'll give it to Greco. Gorsh, who's been scorching it from 3, fires another one and hits it. Mason Gorsh with another 3.
Man, I'm hoping for a little stuck on automatic from you, Brock. But
yeah, don't jinx it. Don't jinx it.
I know. But yeah, no, that, I mean, just talking from experience as a shooter, especially a right-hand shooter, that little crossover right to left, I don't know what it is about it, Brock, but it just feels good coming out of your hands. So credit to Gorsh sticking with it here. We've seen a lot of that so far from him this year.
Nemmer's shot goes out of bounds. Is no good. Rebound attempt from Parkins, but it goes out of bounds, so it will be Bombers ball. Could see a heat check situation from Gorsh here.
Oh, I'd love it.
15 points tonight. Multiple threes. Mudd fires a 3 of his own. Hits it. Miles Mudd with the 3-point shot, and the Bombers are feeling it from behind the arc. And a timeout called by North Polk. 43-37 is the score here. 3:43 left in the third quarter. Your Bombers are leading.
Yeah, big time run there from the Bombers. Routed off 3 straight three-pointers, I believe, Brock. And, we say it all the time, basketball is a game of runs here. So look for North Polk here to make some adjustments in this timeout and get a little run of their own. But huge three-point shooting there from the Bombers. And, with Mason Gorsh and Miles Mudd chipping in there.
Gorsh must be sharing the sugar a little bit with the heat as Mudd hit that corner 3. And this team's been feeling it so far here in the third quarter. North Polk is going to come out of this timeout with a little bit of fire as well, as they are down by 6 here.
Yeah, I was just looking, Brock, and kind of a crazy stat. Miles is shooting 50% from 3 so far this year. I know he doesn't take a whole lot, but I feel like that's a pretty impressive stat as well.
Yeah, I think Miles has one of the best basketball IQs on this team, maybe like in the conference, if not in the state. He knows when to put up the shot, when to feed someone else for an easy bucket. This guy just knows how to play ball. He knows ball.
He knows ball. Yeah, no, he just has great decision making. Honestly, I don't know how much of a good comparison this would be, but it kind of reminds me of Reese, when we were playing in high school. Yeah. So, I don't know. There's a little comparison for you.
Man, if Reese was his height, oh Lord, it's over if that was the situation.
Yeah.
Comets with the ball. Rutledge able to float it over the front of the rim and in.
Yeah, great job by Rutledge there, keeping his dribble, and eventually got to the spot he wanted and converted, and great ATO there from North Polk.
Showing with the ball. He'll take it in. Puts up a difficult shot. No good. Rebound by Sullivan. Inside, reverse layup goes over the top of the backboard and out of bounds. That was almost something.
That was, almost something. Kind of as I know we're talking about Kelvin a lot tonight, but it's kind of like a $1 million move, $1 finish, whatever.
10 cent finish.
10 cent, yeah.
He may have said $1 for you because your misses looked good. Mine did not.
Yeah, that was probably the case, but.
Gibson with the ball. Posting up inside, kicks it out. Greco feeds Gorsh. Over the left side, Gibson. Cogdale, top of the perimeter. He's looking to post up. And he travels. That little hesitation there. Unable to feed Gorsh in time before the travel called.
Yeah, it looked like he was just, I know we've talked about him being comfortable a lot tonight, but just kind of looked a little bit uncomfortable there at the high post. Probably would have liked to see him get the ball there on the block.
So after that, travel called. Comets with the ball, looking to trim the deficit. Sullivan finds Postel for the three, no good. Rebound by Rutledge. Kick out, Olinger for the three, no good. Rebound by Cogdell. Quick feed to Gibson, and a great bounce pass to Gorsh. The shot was blocked, but a foul called, and Gorsh will go to the line. That was a great effort from, was that Postel?
I believe so, yeah.
He was able to catch up to Gorsh and block it, but a little too much physical.
Too much body.
Yeah, too much body.
Yeah, and credit to Gorsh there too. I mean, it just felt like watching that live, he just kind of came out of nowhere running the floor. And, if he doesn't run the floor like that, Bombers probably have to pull things out and settle for, offensive possession, which, is not the end of the world. But, just by Gorsh hustling there, and next thing you know, Bombers got themselves at the line here and just got 2 points. So good hustle there by Gorsh.
Gorsh now with 17 points tonight.
And believe it or not, Brock, he had that last game against Gilbert, so.
It's a good sign.
Yes.
Averages around 18 points a game. Comets with the ball, a little less than 2 minutes left here in the third quarter. Bombers lead 45-20, 45-39. Rutledge fires a three, no good. Tipped around, rebound by Sullivan. He puts it up and in. Great effort from Graydon Sullivan to get that two-pointer. Gibson goes quickly, drives in, puts up a difficult shot, no good. Battle for the rebound, Gibson comes up with it. Gorsh now will reset here, 1:30 left. Feeds Cogdell. Cogdell looking, posting up inside. Fakes, turns, puts up a shot, no good. Rebound by Sullivan.
Yeah, great job there by Sullivan, just playing straight up and forcing Cogdell into a tough shot right there.
Man, I need to get a headband like that before the alumni game.
Yeah, I'm sure our boy Hunter Rose could set you up.
Foul on the drive. That's on Gorsh. That's his third. I thought it was a good call. He was putting a little too much body there.
Yeah, and I wonder if Gorsh comes out right here just before the third ends. I wonder if Miles gets him.
Miles Budd checks in for Gorsh. That's probably the right move there from Coach Schertz.
Yep.
Don't want him picking up his fourth before the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and credit to Mason there. He really didn't pick up any foul shot that entire third quarter, so credit to him for playing smart.
He's been able to manage the situation that he was put in early on in the first quarter. Sullivan down low, puts up a shot, no good. Great defense from Cogdell to be able to contest it and grab the rebound. Gibson crosses over, great crossover. Hard take to the hoop, foul called, and Jude will go to the line.
Yep, great drive once again by Jude Gibson, and just getting himself to the rack and doing what he does best, drawing fouls.
Definitely one of the best players in the state when it comes to trying to draw fouls. Gibson has 9 points tonight, makes the first free throw. Eli Rouse will check in for Nolan Cogdell. Sullivan and number 21 Hudson Quinn for the Comets check in as Parkins and number 15 Cole Krings check in for North Polk. So Gibson will get one more here, looking to make it a 47-41 lead for the Bombers, and he does there with that make. 45 seconds left here. Comets with the ball. Nemers, right wing Rutledge. He finds Olinger. Olinger takes it in on Brown and finds number 15 Krings for the deuce. That was a great find right there.
Yes, phenomenal find right there. And as a point guard, or I mean not even a point guard, just as a guard in general, if you're driving the rack and and you see that big guy starting to come up on you, usually the other big is going to be wide open. So great recognition there and just throwing it up to your big guy.
6 seconds left. Rouse finds Brown. A great find, but swatted back by Parkins. 1 second left. It's loose. Gibson fires it. Probably will not count. It's no good anyways. But that will do it for the third quarter. Just like the end of the women's game, I'm going to say it again. Buckle up, ladies and gentlemen. 47-43. We are heading to the fourth quarter, and this is for sure going to be a great finish between the Bombers and Comets.
Yes, for sure, Brock. I was waiting for that buckle up. Not often we get it twice in one night, so.
It's a good night of basketball.
Yeah, it's a good night of basketball when you know Brock saying that. But, yeah, another great game here on our hands. Been really impressed with the way, both teams have been playing. I said that in the girls' game as well, but, really have been. I don't feel like how do I say this? I don't really feel like the play's been sloppy at all, and I feel like both teams have been playing well, not much sloppy play, and nothing really much more I can say, I guess.
No complaints. It's just been a fun game to watch.
Yep.
If you're a basketball fan, then you can't ask for a better high school game tonight.
No.
You've seen everything from some turnaround, great post-up plays from both Sullivan and Cogdell for both the Bombers and Comets, and then you've seen players like Parkins, who's kind of taken over a couple times for the Comets. He has 12 points tonight, and Mason Gorsh, who has, I can't remember how many points. They haven't updated the scoreboard to have him in, but
I think it's like 17, 18,
17,
right?
Yep. And he does have 3 fouls to remember. One thing to remember as we enter the fourth quarter of play. So Comets with the ball to start the fourth quarter. And Jude Gibson able to poke it loose. Gorsh finds Gibson, and great first step for the layup from Jude Gibson.
Yeah, great little poke out there on the defense end by Gibson, and great job by Gorsh recognizing that your guy's already running and breaking, getting that outlet to him.
Made that layup look like slow motion, took that first step, and 2 defenders went right by him.
Yes.
Comets with the ball here. Olinger for 3, no good. Schoen tried to get the rebound for the Bombers, but Nemers comes up with it. Rutledge fires a 3. That one is good for the Comets.
Yeah, I was just about ready to say, Brock. It just feels like North Polk ever since the start of the game just kind of fallen off from 3, but big time shot there by Rutledge, getting it back to a 1-possession game.
Gibson tried to get it out to Mudd, but the ball was deflected and a turnover. Comets can tie it here with a 3. 49-46 is the score. .15 seconds left on the shot clock. Rutledge, who just hit a 3, will pull up for 2 this time, no good. Rebound by Mudd. Gibson, take it in. Very tough finish. Another foul called, and Jude Gibson will go back to the line. 5'11" freshman guard for the Bombers. Has been able to draw some fouls tonight, per usual, though. Yeah,
I like that set there by Coach Church, just kind of clearing out and letting Gibson do his thing and just try to get himself to the rack like we mentioned before. He does great, and back to the line here.
Gibson misses the first free throw. Reggie Postel checks in for Brad Olinger. I don't know why, but I feel like Brad Olinger sounds like a professional baseball or hockey player. Not sure why.
Fair enough, Brock. All right.
Gibson goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Just a random thought that popped in my mind.
Random thought, yeah. Random thoughts with Brock on a Tuesday night here in the Hainer. I like it.
50-46 is the score here. Comets with the ball. Get it down low to Krings. He's guarded by Cogdell. Cogdell's been able to hold his own so far tonight down low in the post. Rutledge takes it in, and there's Cogdell with the swat. Bombers now had a fast break, but a foul called on number 13, Reggie Postel.
Yeah, I just feel like that's such a classic Austin Schoen move there, just drawing a cheap foul on North Polk. And yeah, I mean, I just feel like we've seen that so many times from Austin Schoen, just doing the little things that no one even thinks of. And, now the North Polk, I believe that's 5 fouls here with 6 minutes left to go. So Bombers keep getting to the rack, could see them in the bonus.
Austin Schoen doing the little things reminds me of Jazz Kuntz.
Yeah, that's a good comparison.
Gibson with the ball. Finds Gorsh. Gorsh, who's been scorching it from 3, takes it in. Tough finish, no good. Rebound by Nemmers. Comets go quickly here. Postel hesitates, takes it in on Schoen. Dribbles it out. Now the Comets will reset here. Nemmers takes it in on Gorsh. Fadeaway jumper, no good. And a rebound by Gibson. Gibson gives it up quickly. Schoen puts it up, no good. Great effort from Parkins to contest that shot. Probably affected Schoen's confidence there. And a 3-point shot on the other end is no good. Rebound by Cogdell. And now the Bombers will slow it down.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure that's the shot that North Polk wants in that situation, but if you're the Bombers, I 100% agree here. Slow things down and try to get a bucket of your own.
Gibson in the left corner. Schoen top of the perimeter. We're at 4:50 now in the fourth quarter. Bombers lead 50-46. Gibson gets a screen from Cogdell. Gibson loses the ball. The ball is deflected out of bounds, and it will be North Polk basketball. Sullivan and Olinger will check in for Nemmers and, nope, not Nemmers. Number 13, Reggie Postel, and Cole Krings, number 15. Nemmers kind of having a quiet night. Only 7 points for the Comets. Averaging 14 a game this season. Had 25 last game and hit the crucial shot that gave them the victory against Winterset. So we'll see if he will do something here in the final minutes as a travel is called. So the Bombers will take over possession here. 4:32 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that's a good thing to note, Brock. I really didn't even recognize that till you said that. But yeah, credit to the Bombers really limiting him so far here tonight.
So like I mentioned, Bombers lead by 4 here. And they have the possession. Schoen gives it to Gorsh. He fades away and hits it. Man, sometimes when you're hot, and Gorsh just cannot miss from anywhere.
Yeah, I thought he was going to kick it out to Mudd there for that opening 3, but I mean, hey, that works as well.
Bomber student section getting into it here. 3:55 left in the fourth quarter. Parkins takes it in, draws a foul, and he will go to the line for 2. Almost got that shot to go, too.
Yeah, great job by Parkins there, just initiating the contact there and not letting it come to him, and rewards himself here with a chance for 2 points, and also the clock is stopped. So anytime you can get points while the clock is stopped, you will take it.
First one is no good. Good foul there from Cogdell. If you can prevent any amount of points, there's one less point.
Yes.
That's his second, though. Only the 4th team foul for the Bombers. 5 team fouls for the Comets. So 2 more and the Bombers will be in the bonus. That free throw is no good as well. So 0 for 2 on that trip.
Yeah, you'll take it.
And the Bombers now with the possession. Mudd down low to Gibson. He shot fakes, puts it up and in.
Yeah, great set there by the Bombers. Just a little flex screen there, and really no help from the Comets there. And Jude Gibson gets himself a nice and easy layup, and now Bombers starting to surge ahead here a little bit, Brock.
Timeout called by the Comets. 54-46 is the score. Little recap of this game, or just kind of reset. So the Comets currently trail against your Bombers 46-54. They just called a timeout, and timeout situation. Bombers have all their timeouts, and the Comets have 3 left. So far tonight, it's been pretty much Gorsh and Gibson who are filling up the scoring column for the Bombers, and Parkins has done his part to hold his own for the Comets, but he's going to need some supporting help for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like we highlighted it too before the game, Brock. I mean, it was really Gorsh and Gibson, the 2 guys that I felt like we highlighted before the game, who can really just score the rock for the Bombers, and then also, you know, those role players doing their thing as well. And you know, everything that we said, I feel like, has kind of happened. So credit to us, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know ball.
Trying to be like Peyton Culp right there.
Rutledge with the ball. Guarded tightly by Gibson. It was poked loose. Able to recover there. Parkins takes it to the hoop and able to lay it in with the left hand. Comets are not going to go away easily. They trail 48-54 here. Bombers with the ball. Gibson takes it in, puts it up off the glass, rolls around, no good. Rebound by Parkins. He gives it up quickly. Rutledge running up the court, slows it down. Sullivan guarded by Schoen. Kick out, Nemmers, shot fake, pulls up for 15 feet, off the front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, out of bounds. It will remain North Polk basketball. It's good defensive possession for the Bombers, just unable to get the rebound there.
Yep, I feel like we're in this last, 241, Brock. We're going to see a lot of attempts by North Polk just to crash the glass here and get themselves second chance opportunities. So Bombers really got to lock in on this side of the floor and can't give it to them.
Rutledge was wide open for three, no good. He's been open a lot this second half, just unable to get the ball to go through the net, which, I mean, it's a big part about basketball,
Yeah, it's a make or miss game.
But credit to him not giving up on his shot. Bombers with the ball. Schoen gets a screen from Cogdale, feeds Cogdale down low, kicks out. Gibson finds Cogdale in the corner for a long two, rolls around, no good. Rebound by Parkins. Ball is tipped. Olinger comes up with it. Nemmers, three. There it is. Nemmers now has double digits. Timeout called by the Comets. 1:50 left in the game. He now has 10 points after that three-point shot. So just like I was saying, he kind of been quiet tonight. There's the three-point shot. And, hey, I hope history does not repeat itself, but he did hit the three-point shot that helped them win their last game against Winterset.
True, yeah, credit to you again, Brock. You called it. You might start getting hot here down the stretch for North Polk, and that's definitely someone you want to keep your eyes on if you're the Bombers. But big-time possession here from the Bombers on offense. Back to a one-possession game. We got to get something good here. So be interesting to see what Schertz draws up in the timeout.
And again, being that it's a close game, you got to mention the shot clock. The addition of the shot clock. You do not have to foul yet, which is a huge. I don't really know if Schertz has ever been a guy to hold it with 150, even if there wasn't shot clock.
True.
That's a plus for a team like North Polk, who currently trails by 3.
Gosh, I love it, Brad. Great shot clock appreciation shout out. I don't know what I was trying to say there, but you
no,
knew.
we get it.
You knew what I meant.
Gibson finds Schoen in the right corner. Huge possession for both teams here as we get close to the minute mark here in the fourth quarter. Cogdale looking, finds Mudd, sets a screen for Mudd, and a foul called. That will be the 16th foul for the Comets. One more, and the Bombers will be shooting free throws the rest of the game.
Sorry. What were you going to say, Brock? I took your thunder.
I was going to say, definitely not the time to pick up that final foul before the bonus.
Okay. We were thinking the same. I was really about to say the same thing.
So now you don't have that opportunity to just be physical in general, as you got to worry about the Bombers being in the bonus. 1:15 left here. Bombers lead by 3. 21 seconds on the shot clock. Mudd finds Gorsh. Gorsh probably looking to create a shot of his own. Scoop layup is no good. Rebound by Parkins. Tough shot right there. Less than a minute left here. Comets have a chance to tie with a 3. Parkins takes it in, kicks it out. Postel with the ball. 15 seconds left. Parkins takes it in, layup is good. With 34 seconds left, shot clock is dead. That was, I don't know if they even realized it, but that was great effort by the Bombers to kind of wait a little bit to get it in as the shot clock turns off as the clock was rolling.
Yeah, great move there also by Parkins. I felt like he's just set up Gorsh really well there. Just kind of put him to sleep, I felt like, and then just exploded by them. So great move there by Parkins getting himself to the rack. And you really did not need a 3 at all. And, you know, I maybe would have liked to see North Polk try to get a steal there first before they fouled Brock. Still plenty of time left, but that's all right.
First free throw is good. We just got a text from Peyton. We're going to have to look after the game.
No chance he's watching.
Gibson's second free throw is no good. 2-point lead for the Bombers. I think his dad is or someone is. I don't know. I just saw part of it. All right, here we go. Comments. Parkins takes it in to tie the game. Great defense there from Schoen. Able to get the stop there. 15 seconds left. Bombers need to get over half court, and a foul called, so Gibson will go to the line. I know North Polk fans were wanting a travel there. I'm not sure if it was a travel or not. It was a lot of things happening really quickly, but a foul called, so Gibson the line.
Yeah, what a big time stop there from the Bombers. And, you know, with Gibson missing there earlier before, I mean, a 3 would have gotten them the lead. I know North Polk probably would not have went for that, but, you know, credit to the Bombers. They're coming up big, and now Gibson has a chance to make it a 4-point game.
Of course, it's a 1-and-1 situation. So that shot's no good, but Mudd comes up with a rebound. Huge rebound by Mudd, and a foul, and Gorsh will go to the line.
Yeah,
all credit to Mudd on that rebound.
That? Miles Mudd. Just doing the dirty work, Brock. And now, I believe it's still 1-1. But
yep. Still 1-1. Timeout called by the Comets. Full timeout.
But yeah, huge rebound there, Miles Mudd. And now I feel like, you know, if the Bombers can get this up to 4, they might have a chance, you know, to ice the game. I get 8 seconds, still plenty of time. But big time rebound, Miles Mudd. Just doing the little things, Brock.
The little things are what wins you games, man.
Yep.
Another close game here in the hangar. It's been a great season of basketball here in the hangar this season. We've called game winners. We've called close games. We've called.
I mean, what more could you ask for?
I mean, yeah, it's broadcasters' dreams, you know.
Exactly.
Like I mentioned earlier, I've been faking up being a broadcaster for 5 years now. So, quick reset here. Foul situation. Bombers are in the bonus. I think they're 1 away from the double bonus. So 1-on-1 opportunity here from Gorsh out of the timeout. Timeout situation. Bombers have 5 timeouts. Comets have 1. Possession arrow is towards the Bombers. That may be something to be focusing on if there happens to be a loose ball. Gorsh to the line. 19 points so far tonight. First one is good. Makes it a 3-point lead. Do you foul up 3, especially that you're not in the bonus?
Come on, Brock. You know the answer.
Second one is good. Doesn't matter now.
Don't matter.
And a timeout called by the Bombers.
You know, I mean, Ballard still has 2 fouls to give here, so I wonder if Schertz, you know, talks about this in the huddle. I mean, I would just go for a quick foul here with him, you know, let him drive up a little bit.
Off.
Yeah, for sure. Because, I mean, I'm sure North Polk right now is, you know, drive up in their huddle, trying to drop a quick 3. So, I mean, if I'm Ballard here, I would for sure, you know, just try to foul him as they're driving up and, you know, force him to, you know, run something else here. I mean, you really have 2 fouls to give, so I would for sure use at least 1 here, if not 2, and, you know, make North Polk run something else that they weren't really talking about in the huddle.
Possession arrow is in favor of the Bombers, so like you said, maybe being physical might be something they want to.
Yeah, and you know, I just looked at it. I mean, no one has 4 fouls right now for the Bombers, so I would be shocked if we don't see a foul here.
8 seconds left. Rutledge gets the inbounds. 5 seconds. Rutledge needs to put up something here. Shot is deflected by Gibson. 1 second, and that will do it. Your Bombers win it here. 53-57 is the score. Bombers win. It gives North Polk the first loss of the season, first loss in conference play as well. Huge win for the Bombers to get that conference victory, as well as get another team with one loss in conference play, as they are 3 years running the conference champions, defending it. So big win. Credit to Gorsh and Gibson in the scoring column, but like everybody did their part. Mudd had made that huge offensive rebound off the free throw. You had Cogdale make a couple of great buckets, a couple of great blocks as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, just great overall game, both teams in general.
Yeah, just all around team effort, Brock. I mean, I feel like everyone had their moments throughout that game there for the Bombers. And, you know, I was kind of surprised we didn't see a foul there, but I mean, hey, that also works as well. So, you know, huge win for the Bombers. Anytime that you can win at home in conference play, you will take it. So, Bombers now move to, I believe it's 6-1 in conference play, Brock.
Yep, 6-1. If I got the numbers right,
if
you know
me.
me.
If you got the numbers
you know
right.
me, and sometimes I have chubby fingers. And
yeah, that's all right. But still, though, anytime you can give a team its first loss as well, you will take it. So big time win for the Bombers.
Definitely. It's been two great games tonight. 1-1 basically for the Bombers. On varsity side of things, women's fell to the Comets, but the Bombers men able to pick it up, get the victory. 57-53 gives the Comets their first loss of the season. And later on in the year, when they travel to Olivan to play North Polk, you know North Polk's going to be coming out for blood.
Oh, yeah, for sure. When is that game?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I haven't been looking too deep in the schedule. I know the next game, we are home here against Norwalk, and North Polk will be, I think, playing Bondurant at home.
Gotcha.
So
Sweet.
that will be another great game as well for North Polk.
For sure.
Thank you for everyone who tuned in tonight for the men's and women's basketball games versus North Polk. For Chase Winterbourne, I'm Brock Bierman. And as always, this is the Ballard Network.